Hi there, it's the Sims Foremost and welcome to this brand new The Sims 4 speed build. So today I'm back building a really cool penthouse in The Sims 4. I just wanted to build something modern and yeah, for some reason I thought, why not build a penthouse? It felt like a good thing to do because it had been quite some time since the last penthouse build I did. One sad thing about penthouses is, however, that I always go back to the same lots because there are 3 penthouse lots in The Sims 4 in MYSHUNO, in case you didn't know. But 2 of them are like actually huge and you can almost only use them for either commercial builds or just for really big houses. But then that just takes a lot of time and in the end it often doesn't really look that good. And then if I build something really big, I prefer to build it on like regular land, so a regular lot, and not as a penthouse. So therefore I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go back to this one, which has a really cool vibe, but I would like to try something different every now and then as well. But maybe that would be an interesting thing actually. I should have asked that at Sims Camp in San Francisco, which I'll talk about later on during this video as well. But I should have asked them if they have plans to add penthouses to other cities than MYSHUNO. But thinking about it, this might not be a really good idea because, I mean, you will need city living in order to create those penthouses, because penthouses are seriously like one of the biggest features of having city living. But what they could do is that they add like some taller buildings or just, buildings where they could put penthouses on, and then you have to sort of unlock it if you have city living. So that means that everyone sees the building, but you can only use it as a penthouse or build a penthouse on it when you have city living. But they might not find it a really cool idea, so it's probably not happening. No, I'm sorry, but I didn't really make you happy because I mainly made myself happy with this idea. It's probably not gonna happen, but they haven't said anything about it. I've not asked anything about it, so I can't confirm anything. But yeah, I did post the first picture of the first ever pet I created in The Sims 4, in The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs during the event in San Francisco. I did post that on Instagram and on Twitter, which is immediately a really good reason to link you to those websites or to those social media pages that I have, because yeah, it's always really cool if you follow me there. And also I'm going to be doing a really cool giveaway because I hit 100,000 subscribers, which will be happening both on Twitter and on YouTube. But there will be a separate video about that giveaway very soon. But just make sure that you stay tuned with the channel, because I'm seriously giving away very many expansion packs. That's what I can tell you already. I'm giving away a lot and I'm very happy with that, so be sure that you follow me on Twitter as well, and on Instagram it's at DutchSimsMaster, and in that way you can also stay up to date with what I'm doing and just regular life sort of, and also see previews of houses that I'm building. So yeah, as you can see, it's a very modern penthouse. I should probably talk about the build a little bit, that's what I thought. It's pretty simple, it's not very big, but still the penthouses, I always imagine them smaller, but in the end, once you are actually on the lot, it turns out to be pretty big. So it is still a 2-bedroom penthouse with 2 bathrooms as well. So that's pretty decent. You can actually download this penthouse from the gallery if you want to. Look for gallery ID Dutch Sims Master, and then yeah, you can just simply check it out there. But yeah, in the end, I tried to go a little bit different with the interior, use some different colors, but generally it's just kind of a cool build, nothing too extremely special if you ask me. If you want to see like more extreme stuff, maybe you should check out the other videos on my channel, because this doesn't really feel like the most extreme house or the best house I've ever done, but it is pretty cool. And I must honestly say that I sort of had to get back into The Sims again, because as you probably know, I started going to university. And I've been working very hard to get all of that stuff done. I actually missed my first week because I was invited to go to Sims Camp. So yeah, that caused me to miss my first week, which is obviously not the biggest or the best thing to do if you want to like get good grades and make sure you understand everything. I'm studying architecture, so that's really cool. I'm like super into architecture and I just think it's really cool. So it is a lot of fun to be studying that, and funny to be also with people who really like architecture, being able to talk about it with them. So yeah, that's fun, but that has caused me not to be able to upload that much. But yeah, don't worry about it. This doesn't mean that from now on there will be so little videos as there were. It's just these past couple of weeks have been crazy, because also when I didn't have to work on university stuff, I was working on 2 SketchUp projects, which I'm currently busy with. They're like quite big projects, where people ask me to design a house for them or renovate or whatever. It's too complicated to talk about all of that, but that's really cool as well. So that took quite some time, and then yeah, in the end, videos still had to be made, but I couldn't make that many, so that's sort of sad. But don't worry, it is coming back. And here I am. You know, I mean, this is a video, and also the giveaway is coming up, like I said. But I first want to make sure that I'm sort of back at like a regular pace of uploading, because I feel like people are more involved in the channel then, and that will be good for the giveaway. In that way, the channel is sort of lively when the giveaway is. But yeah, I'm very excited to yeah, upload that video about the giveaway as well. And also I'm planning, or at least I'm still thinking about it, should I upload a vlog of my trip to San Francisco, because oh, that's what I would still talk about. So I'll talk about the trip to San Francisco for Sims Camp as well. But I also recorded a video there. It's not really a vlog, but it is sort of a vlog, because I'm not really a vlogger, but I did sort of vlog something. Yeah, that's what makes it hard for me to decide what I should do with all the content I made, because I did record quite some stuff, but not like perfect, and yeah, all of that. But in the end, I'm sort of satisfied with what I could make out of it. It's not that it's done already, but I did sort of try to put something together. The point is that I still have to find some good music, which is always hard, because yeah, I personally want like the music to be really good, because I always find music to be a very important part of a vlog, and especially as I don't talk that much in it, I just created some cool shots and time lapses and stuff, and I did talk a little bit, but not all the time, if you get what I mean. But anyways, just let me know if you would be interested in seeing that. Also, if you want to see more of the pictures I took during the trip, check out my Instagram, because I uploaded quite some pictures there. But generally, yeah, Sims Camp, it was unbelievable. Seriously, this had been a goal of mine for a very long time, and one of which I really didn't know if it would ever be possible to achieve, sort of, because like it's such a cool thing to actually, I personally love traveling and I really like The Sims, so having that combined is just really cool. And actually getting or going to the place where The Sims 4 is created is really cool. Meeting other people who I've been watching videos from for a very long time, because I've had my channel for 5 years, and there's other simmers who also have been making videos for like 5 years or longer, and finally being able to meet them and talk to them was really fun. Actually meeting people who also watch my videos was really cool, because I personally almost never actually never meet people who really watch my videos, because it's not like I'm recognized on the street or whatever. Yeah, therefore, you know, it's not very common for me to meet people who are like not friends or whatever who watch my videos, so that was cool. And also getting to play the new expansion was a lot of fun, but I cannot talk too much about that yet. But yeah, and San Francisco is such a cool city. It's beautiful. We actually had quite some time to go into the city, so I saw the Golden Gate Bridge. We actually went to Lombard Street as well, the really cool zigzag road, which is very famous. We saw the houses from some series, of which I don't actually know what the name of the series is. I did mention that on Twitter, then someone replied to me what it was, but if you know, like very famous, more traditional, colorful houses in San Francisco, I saw those. If you know the series, you'll know what houses I mean. And also, we tried to actually go to Alcatraz, or at least we looked up online if it was possible to get tickets, but like all trips were like fully booked. Otherwise, we'd have tried to do that, but maybe, you know, I wish I can go some other time again, and then I might actually book tickets in advance to go to Alcatraz. But seriously, one thing I definitely learned from this trip was that I need a credit card, because I only just turned 18 and life was sort of a roller coaster when I turned 18, because I was still in South Africa then, and I came back and I had like a week of introduction with the people from my university. Then I had 1 week to arrange everything for San Francisco and create some videos and just make sure that, like, fix everything that I didn't do during the trip I just got back from, because whenever you come back from a really long trip, you just have very many things to figure out and make sure. I also wanted to go to friends and stuff, so I didn't really have much time back then. And then I went to San Francisco, so I couldn't even like order or have a credit card. And also I sort of underestimated the importance of a credit card. But seriously, everything is paid with credit card there, and it just makes it so much easier, because with a regular Dutch bank card you cannot pay in the US, which is sort of logical because you cannot pay with like foreign bank cards like in any country often. But yeah, that's one thing I learned. So I still have to order one, but I'm just going to make sure that before the next time I'm going to the US, I've definitely got a credit card, because that's something I learned. And also I went to In-N-Out Burger, which was really cool. If you've ever been to California or maybe live there, you'll definitely know what it is. And even if you don't, you'll probably know what it is, because this was actually my first time in the US. But even I knew what In-N-Out Burger was, and seriously, it was sort of hyped up, and it was a lot of fun to go there, but the food isn't necessarily great, and they literally made the atmosphere in like the restaurant, if you can call it a restaurant, they made it so bad that you just want to leave as quick as possible. And that really, seriously, I found it in like sort of an intriguing business concept, that they actually are able to have new people on the table like every 10 minutes, which means that they can fill the table six times an hour, like all day long, which is crazy, because in that way they're able to like work so greatly and actually make a lot of money. Probably, I don't know about their financial status, but they're probably making a lot of money, because people just spend money and they leave as quick as they can. It was fun to go there. And generally, like I said, this was the first time in the US, so that's like crazy, because obviously the US is a really cool place where I always wanted to go, and I'd never expected that the first time I'd go to the US would be because I was invited to go there, which is still sort of crazy to realize, but I was very happy to be there, and also to talk with the developers. That was really cool, being able to give them feedback, hearing their side of the story, and hearing in what way they develop stuff, what the way they thought about doing certain things some way. That was very interesting, and just a lot of fun, and it was really cool. So if anyone from EA has actually watched this, thank you so much for the invite. It was really cool. But maybe I should talk about the house a little bit as well, because I've already made the entire living room. As you saw, I added those favorite chairs of mine, but in a very different color. I almost wanted to add them in the regular black and white color, but I thought, I've got to do something totally different, because from the exterior, the house is already sort of regular and not too special. It is cool looking, it's modern, but not something extreme. So I thought, for the interior, I should go for something a little bit more colorful. So that's what I did. And I actually added like the red chairs, which turned out to be pretty cool. Also a red sofa. And then in the middle of the house, sort of the connection between the two wings of the house, there's a dining area. And on both sides, you've got windows, which is really cool, because in that way, you're sitting between the swimming pool and the basketball court on the other side. So that's cool. And also, I actually am adding a skylight later on in the video, which makes it even more extreme and more cool looking. I'm not sure if that will actually be in the video, because I really came up with that idea very late, so I might not have recorded it. This is some study library part or working space in the house, where I really like that window, the tall window, which isn't very special, but I like how it's sort of cut out of the rest of the facade, and also looking out over the skyline in the background, because still I think it's so cool to have some MYSHUNO and such a cool skyline. And city living is really a cool expansion, if you ask me, and it really does add a lot of cool items and really good scenery. And then here we're working on like the last bedroom, or actually just the second one, which is just very regular. Still, we need more beds, but maybe that's coming with pets. Can't say anything about it. And yeah, I think it turned out to be a cool house. So don't forget that there is an overview at the end of this video where you can actually like see the house and some cool shots. In case you've never seen a video of mine before, that's what an overview means. If you've seen videos of me before, that's probably yeah, you probably know what it is, because most people, I'm wondering how many of you actually just skip to the overview or just watch the first minute of me building and then skip to the overview, and how many of you actually watch the entire video. Let me know what side you're on, because that is sort of the division that's made in my audience probably, or the division between the people who watch these videos. There's probably also people who start watching the first 3 minutes and then just leave. But those people will not be able to answer this question because they've not heard the question, because they've not come this far in the video. But yeah, let me know. I'm very curious. And analytics sort of show this, but it's cool to hear it from like actual people or actual comments. It's probably not robots commenting, but still you're not sure. So don't forget you can download this house from the gallery. It's gallery ID Dutch Sims Master. You can also follow me on Instagram, that has the same handle, and also on Twitter, which also has the same handle, which is just so genius to have the same handle everywhere, except for on YouTube, because there's a 4 in there. But maybe that will change. That's a topic for another video. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Here I'm adding this card out I talked about, and then I hope to see you back later.